Imagine for a moment your old self. It's not a person standing in front of you. It's a presence inside of you. It's the familiar thoughts that spin on a loop, the emotional patterns you can't seem to break, and the past hurts you haven't fully let go of. As long as you carry this old identity, your world will remain exactly as it is. This heavy weight isn't always something you can see. In fact, it's usually invisible, a quiet burden you've been carrying for years, maybe even decades. You feel it though. You feel it in the tightness in your chest when you wake up. You hear it in that little voice that whispers, "Don't get your hopes up." You see it in the same cycles you swear you'll break, only to find yourself repeating them again. This old self is woven into your body's automatic reactions, your biochemistry, and even your smallest daily choices. This isn't just your history. It's an active signal you're broadcasting to the universe. Like a sad song stuck on repeat, your old self keeps playing its tune, while the life you dream of remains on pause. Here's the secret that nobody tells you. You cannot walk into a new reality while holding on to the energy of your past. Most people miss this entirely. They try to change their lives by thinking differently, making vision boards, or writing down their goals. But underneath it all, they are still the same person. They wake up with the same familiar feeling of dread or anxiety, carry the same old stories of who they are, and wait for the world outside to change while they continue to vibrate at the same old frequency. Let's be honest with each other. That old version of you, that identity you've been carrying, was created for one reason: to survive. It was born from moments of pain, from times you felt rejected, or when you failed at something important. You never chose it consciously. It was a reflex, a shield you put up to protect yourself, a personality you wore to feel safe. Over the years, that protective shield became comfortable. You forgot it was just a mask, and it started to feel like the real you. But what if it's not? What if that voice inside that tells you you're not ready, or that it's too risky to try something new, isn't the truth? What if it's just the echo of a version of you that you have yet to release? Quantum mechanics shows us something truly mind-blowing. Our world isn't just out there separate from us. It's a mirror that reflects the consciousness that is observing it. It reflects your energy. You are not separate from the quantum field. You are the quantum field expressing itself as a person. So every single morning when you wake up and slip back into that old identity, what do you think the universe is going to send you? More of the same. It's not because you're unlucky or because you're doing something wrong. It's because the universe responds to consistency, and you are the one setting the tone. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. This is why the real work isn't about building a new personality. It's about letting go of everything that isn't truly you. Your old self wants to keep you safe, but your soul didn't come here just to be safe. It came here to grow, to expand, to experience joy. Being stuck is not your destiny. That heavy identity you've been carrying, the one built from your wounds, your heartbreaks, and your disappointments, is not the version of you who is meant to live the beautiful reality you've glimpsed in your happiest moments. Think about how your old self moves through the world. How do they walk? How do they hold their body? How do they breathe? What is the tone of their voice? How do they react to stress or opportunities? All of these tiny unconscious behaviors are broadcasting information about your identity to the quantum field every single second. Now imagine your future self. They walk with a quiet confidence. Their shoulders are relaxed because they are not carrying the weight of the past. They breathe deeply and slowly because they trust in the flow of life. Their voice is calm and clear because they know who they are. They handle challenges with grace because they see them as opportunities to grow. They spot openings instantly because their vision isn't clouded by fear. So here's the question that is more important than any vision board. Who must I become to be a vibrational match for the life I desire? Not one day, right now, in this breath, in this thought, in this feeling, in this action, because when you become it, the universe mirrors it back to you. Not slowly, but instantly. Not always in physical form at first, but in energy, in signs, in synchronicities, in feelings. You'll know it's working because you will feel it. That gentle pull in the right direction, letting you know you have tuned into something true. You'll stop feeling like you're pushing and start feeling like you're flowing. And that is when the magic truly begins. Phase 1. Acknowledge the former self. You cannot release what you refuse to see. So give your old identity a name. It could be a word or a nickname that captures the energy of who you have been. The part of you that has been stuck in fear, doubt, and limitation. Maybe it is the warrior, the people pleaser, or the one who plays small. Whatever name comes, gently acknowledge it. Now speak to that identity. Thank it. It kept you safe. It helped you survive. But it is not the one who will lead you into your future. Phase 2. The ceremony of release. Close your eyes and visualize yourself carrying that old version of you, like heavy luggage filled with old memories, stories, and beliefs. Feel the weight of it. Now see yourself stopping, taking a deep breath, and gently setting that luggage down. You do not have to destroy it or fight with it. You just have to stop carrying it. See yourself turning and walking away from it, feeling lighter, standing taller, seeing more clearly. You have just dissolved the energy that kept you stuck and created an open space in the field for a new frequency to enter. Phase 3. Embody the new self. Who are you now without that weight? Feel into it in this very moment. Stand up or sit up in the posture of the version of you who is already living in alignment. The one who trusts their intuition. The one who radiates a quiet confidence. The one who no longer has to chase anything because they are already whole. How would this version of you breathe? How would they speak? How would they look at the world? Shift into that embodiment. Phase 4. Anchor it with a declaration. Repeat this phrase out loud, not like a robot, but with deep feeling, with presence, with conviction. Say, I no longer create from the past. I am tuned to who I truly am. Again, I no longer create from the past. I am tuned to who I truly am. Let these words become your new frequency, not just a mantra. Let them cut through the static of the old signal. Let them vibrate in every cell of your body. You are not just saying them, you are becoming them. Every atom of your being is listening. And more importantly, so is the field. As you vibrate as this new self, the world begins to reorganize around you. Possibilities that were invisible before will start to appear. People who match your new energy will show up. Your outer world doesn't change because you wished for it to. It changes because you became someone new. You are now walking in resonance, and that resonance is your new reality. Here's the final crucial piece. This ceremony is not a one-time fix. It is a doorway. It is a frequency you must consciously return to every time the old self tries to reappear, because it will. Not to harm you, but to be seen, to be acknowledged, and to be gently reminded that you have outgrown it. This is where most people get stuck. Maintaining your new identity requires compassion. Your old self isn't trying to sabotage you when it shows up. It is just following a well-worn path that has been carved into your brain over years of repetition. Think of it like a path through a forest that has been walked every day for decades. Even when you decide to create a new path, your feet will naturally want to turn down the old familiar one until the new path becomes just as established. When old feelings like fear or doubt come up, and they will, remember that this is just your nervous system releasing stored energy. These emotional waves are actually a sign that the transformation is working. Your body is detoxing from its chemical addiction to being your old self. In those moments, the key is not to fight it. Simply observe it with love. Say to yourself, this is just old energy leaving my body. This is not who I am now. My system is clearing space for the new me. This simple act of witnessing helps the energy move through you instead of getting stuck. Some days will feel harder than others. You might wake up feeling like you are right back where you started. That is normal. These are integration days, days when your body and mind are working to anchor this new identity on a deeper cellular level. On those days, be extra kind to yourself and consciously choose one small action that aligns with your new self, even if you do not feel like it. So here is your practice. Every morning before the world gets to you, ask yourself, which version of me is creating my reality today? And then choose consciously, lovingly, powerfully. Because when you do that, you are not just changing your day, you are changing your timeline. And the ripple effect of that choice moves through the field, reshaping what is possible, not just for you, but for everyone you touch. You have reset your identity. You have dissolved the past. You have stepped into the field as someone new. When you finally let go of who you were, reality begins to reorganize itself around who you truly are. Not in a few months, but now, in this very moment. The shift does not start when your world changes. It starts when you change. And maybe for the first time in a long time, you can feel it. That sense of lightness, that beautiful mix of peace and excitement, that quiet inner knowing that says something is different. That is not your imagination. That is the field responding to you. Reality was never as solid as we were taught to believe. It is not fixed. It is fluid, dynamic, and alive. And it has been waiting, not for you to chase it, but for you to tune into it. This is how quantum creation really works. You do not pull your future towards you. You rise up to meet it. You become the frequency of the life you desire. And by the laws of the universe, the external world must follow. Not because it is magic, but because it is alignment. Your vibration is the blueprint for your reality. And when you change your vibration, your life cannot possibly stay the same. Look around you. Nothing on the outside may have changed yet, but you have. And that is the only thing that matters. Because from this moment on, every thought you choose, every emotion you embody, and every belief you hold is either aligning you with your magnificent future or pulling you back to your past. And you have already chosen your direction. So now the real practice begins not in theory, but in your daily life. When an old emotion of fear comes up, you will remember this is not me. This is just residue from the past. When an old habit tries to take over, you will pause and declare, I no longer create from that version of me. When doubt whispers in your ear, you will answer it with a calm presence. You will breathe deeper. You will speak with more kindness. You will act from a place of wisdom that your old self never had access to. You are no longer broadcasting the frequency of your past. You have changed your signal, and that change will have beautiful, unimaginable consequences. You will start to see them soon. Unexpected moments of clarity, synchronicities that feel like winks from the universe, people responding to you differently. Other changes will be more subtle, but just as real. A deep sense of peace, creative ideas flowing to you effortlessly, and moments of perfect timing that confirm you are finally walking in step with your true self. The observer effect is now working for you. Every moment you observe your life from this new identity, you are collapsing new possibilities into your reality. You are no longer just a spectator. You are actively choosing which version of reality shows up through the quality of your attention and the frequency you hold. This is what many ancient masters meant when they spoke of dying before you die. They understood that for the true self to be born, the old conditioned self must be consciously released, not with violence, but with gratitude. You have just performed this sacred act of release and rebirth, not as a metaphor, but as a living practice. So, as we bring this journey to a close for now, I want to ask you for something more than a like or a subscribe. If this experience woke something up inside of you, if it reminded you that there is a part of you that has never been broken, wounded, or stuck, a part of you that is infinite and whole, then leave a mark in the energetic field. Make your presence known. Speak not just to me, but to your future self and to the universe. Comment below. The old me has been dissolved. Let this be your energetic signature, a ripple you send out into the field, a declaration of your transformation. And if this space has felt like more than just a video, if it has felt like coming home, then come closer. This is not just a channel, it is a frequency, a gathering place for those of us who are collapsing old timelines and rising into the truth of who we were always meant to be. So, subscribe, not just to stay in touch, but to stay in tune, stay aligned, and stay elevated. Because this shift is not just for you, it is for all of us. And the more of us who vibrate at our highest truth, the more our world will begin to reflect that beauty back to us. You are not alone in this. You are part of a global awakening. And now that you have remembered who you are, you can never forget. Your old self has served its purpose. Your new self is already here, and reality is listening. Now that you understand how to dissolve your old self, you are ready to learn the specific quantum tools that make transforming your reality feel effortless. Watch the next message, the one that reveals why so many people misunderstand manifestation, even though it is simple. It contains the missing piece that makes this process automatic and unstoppable. Until then, carry this awareness like a quiet flame. Walk through your day as the new you. Breathe slower. Speak softer. Choose with intention. Trust the whispers. Follow the signs. And when the old echoes call you back, smile and say, "Thank you for keeping me safe. But I am done creating from yesterday. I am tuned to who I truly am." Right now, in this very breath, you have shifted. The axis of your life has tilted toward the horizon you once thought was distant. You have felt the hum of a truer frequency, and you have answered it. Continue. Keep choosing. Keep softening. Keep aligning. When the world nudges you to rush, remember your new pace. When fear asks you to shrink, remember your new posture. When doubt tries to bargain, remember your new word. Yes to the self that is already free. Yes to the life that is already meeting you halfway. Yes to the field that is already reorganizing in your favor. You are the chooser. You are the witness. You are the frequency. And the life that matches you is already on its way. Already here. Already felt in the silence between heartbeats. Breathe it in. Let it shape you. Let it move you. Let it become you. Then step forward and watch the world step forward to meet you.